Hey, you are listening to WAYO Rochester 104.3 FM, and this is live at WAYO. Just a few reminders. You can watch a live video stream of today's performance by going to our website, wayofm.org, and clicking watch, or by visiting wayofm.org/live. Feel free to text in your questions for the band at 585-203-9296. And without further ado, this is live at WAYO, and this is Goat Farm. Hey, y'all. Welcome to Live at WAYO.
Thanks for having us. We're happy to be here.
So, would everyone like to introduce themselves?
Yeah, sure. I'll start. My name's Mimi. I play bass and do the vocals.
My name's Sage. I play guitar.
My name's Molly. I also play guitar.
My name is Steven, and I play the drums.
Very nice. So, where did the name Goat Farm come from?
That's a good question. So, I actually formed this band with some other people before I started playing with this wonderful group of people. And we came up with that name. And I can't remember like why or how. It just kind of happened, and it just kind of stuck. Yeah.
Wouldn't change it for the world.
Aw.
That's just the way those things go sometimes.
Yeah,
you just
for sure.
stumble upon them.
Exactly.
So, what are everyone's influences musically?
Yeah, sure. I am really into this band called King Woman, and that's a big inspiration for this project. I draw a lot of inspiration from them. It was actually a live audio tree performance that got me into them. I saw the lead frontwoman of that band, Christina, performing, and I was just totally taken by her. She was like literally roaring, and there was just something so captivating and different about her. So I'm super into that band. I'm super into Chelsea Wolfe. I'm also into some very typical stoner metal bands like Windhand and Acid King. Actually, Molly put me onto Acid King. So yeah. What about you, Sage?
Well, I mean, other than like the big names in like stoner metal such as Electric Wizard, Sleep, and people like that, I mean, those were the bands that really defined my taste in metal. I listen to a lot of indie rock and shoegaze stuff, and sometimes I kind of feel like that creeps into my guitar playing with this band a little bit. But I don't know. I am a ravenous music consumer, so that's such a hard question.
Yeah.
For me, I started listening to a lot of stoner and doom metal when I was like early in high school, and I discovered Electric Wizard's Dope Throne, and I saw the album cover, and it was like, it's like Satan smoking weed, and I was like kind of like scared and captivated by it at the same time. So I listened to that, and then I got into Sleep, and eventually, yeah, Acid King was a huge influence for me because that was one of the first times that I saw like in a subgenre that I liked, like a female fronted band. Lori S is an amazing guitar player and frontwoman, and like I think that influences me hugely, as well as just Sabbath, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Mimi and I play an emo band together. I am really, really big into emo stuff from the 90s and some 2000 stuff. And although that doesn't like influence my playing in this band a lot, it does, like Sage said with the shoegaze stuff, it occasionally comes in. And I think I listen to a good amount of shoegaze and stuff too. And I think once Sage joined the band as a second guitar, like I think we kind of both started bringing more of that kind of ethereal, reverb washed out vibe.
Ethereal doom.
Oh yeah, it's my turn. I also consume like a obscene amount of music. Since I'm a self-taught drummer, I try to be a sponge and listen to multiple different genres and see what I can draw from. I'm really big into, normal classic rock. I love Zeppelin. I love Rush. I love The Who. I'm also really into metal. I really love Mastodon. I love Gojira. It's just a ton of power, ton of energy, always heavy, and I just love that stuff.
As someone that is also a ravenous consumer of music, I personally think that you can hear just about all of those influences in this band.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
We try.
You succeed.
All right. Ready to hear a few more?
Yeah, let's do it.
Wouldn't you like to see me without my clothes? Let's go to a place that no one knows. There I'll show you
reminder, you were tuned into WAYO Rochester 104.3 FM. And this is Live at WAYO with Goat Farm. Feel free to text in your questions for the band at 585-203-9296. That sounded great, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
So we talked about individual influences, but how do you bring those influences into the band, and what is the songwriting process like?
That's a great question. So I will usually record a demo on my own, sometimes with a drum part, sometimes without, and I send it along. And everybody pretty much takes that and then writes their own parts. So Steven writes a lot of his own parts. A lot of times too, like, we don't talk in like specific music theory. We talk like, oh, can you do this similar, can you do a beat similar to this song from this band? And that's kind of how we piece things together. I've also taken things to Molly because she's a great songwriter when I'm feeling stuck and I'm like, hey, like what's here? Like, what do I need to like chop off and keep? So yeah, it mainly starts with me, but then once I bring it to the band, it becomes like this collaborative thing.
How is that? Is that pretty similar to the way that Comfort Object also writes songs?
A little bit, yeah.
I would say so. Like, I think when Comfort Object was on here a month or two ago, we kind of said the same thing. It's like, for that band, I'll come up with the sketch of the song and then I'll send it out to the band members, and they're kind of mirror image projects in that way, even though the genres are super different.
I would agree with that. Definitely a mirror image, but definitely very much related.
It's like Go Farm is like you look in the mirror and you see like a monster version of yourself.
All right.
All right.
Let's see here. I'm just gonna throw this out here one more time to all of you that are listening. Let's text in some questions. 585-203-9296. And as a reminder, you can watch a video live stream of this performance by going to our website, wayofm.org, and clicking watch. All right. Did you guys want to get into some more music here?
Sure. We got a couple more songs. We did just release our like debut EP, and so far you've heard those first two songs that we played are on that EP. The first one we played for you is Nature Takes Its Course, and the second one is Lucy, and both of those are on the new EP. Then you heard some newer stuff, and now you're going to hear an old song that I wrote a long time ago that shows that we can play at a faster tempo than some of our other songs that are all very slow.
Before you get to that, where can people find this new EP?
Yeah, definitely. So Spotify, Apple Music, Bandcamp. It's on Bandcamp. YouTube. Pretty much any streaming service.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So this one is called Butterfly in Winter.
Salty tears chased down by some peers up ahead. There's a place, let's start far away. Today and tomorrow we'll stay in place. If I let go of my fear, and you won't shake around the den for finding people with the end all same as you did. You think this through. It's not coming out as it was supposed to, but still it's coming and it's rubbing its way down the spine. It's coming out and rubbing its way down the spine. It's coming out and rubbing its way down the spine. It's coming out and rubbing its way down the spine. Intertwined with shards of me. Let me go. Let me have release. On the face of the world, you will see decay. There is less of me today. There is less of me today. There is less of me today.
If you're just tuning in, you're listening to Goat Farm live at WAYO on WAYO LP Rochester, 104.3 FM. Feel free to text in your questions for the band, 585-203-9296. Hey, we actually got a question.
Sweet.
So we have someone that would like to know, is Goat Farm performing live anywhere soon?
Ooh, good question. Our next show is not until late April, but it's going to be a really awesome show. We're playing at Skylark with Fox 45, which I'm very excited for because Fox 45 is really inspiring to me and a really, really cool local band that is kind of in a similar genre to us. And they've got a lot of women in the band too, which is very, very cool and inspiring, and I can't wait to play with them.
Well, that leads me into my next question too, and that would be, what are some of everyone's favorite local bands?
So I kind of already answered that, Fox 45. I also really like Bad Bloom. I'm also a big Croy fan. I love Croy. I can't lie, I like the bands that some of the members of this band are in. Sage makes really cool music. I know you're working on some solo stuff right now.
Yes,
right?
currently
Which is
working on
cool.
a lot of solo stuff.
So that's exciting. Steven plays in a really good band called Blue Envy, which I'm a fan of. I can't even lie. I'm a big Blue Envy fan. Yeah, so that's me.
I think you're missing a band that...
Am I missing a band?
Yeah, I think you are.
Well, she's in that band, if it's the one that...
What band am I forgetting?
The one that you're in?
I was about to say Comfort Object.
Yeah. Obviously.
Oh, I was thinking of a different one.
Are you
different one.
thinking of Flower Kitty?
I was.
Yes, Flower Kitty. How could I forget? Love Flower Kitty.
Sage, you want to do your favorites?
Well, Comfort Object, Relentless Moisture, Bug Catcher. Those are my top three.
I forgot to say. I have to interject here. Relentless Moisture is great. They played with us on our EP release, and their bass player actually recorded and produced our EP. And yeah, I'm a big fan of their band. And yeah.
Shout out Fourth Dominion too.
Fourth Dominion, yes, and Fourth Dominion played with us too. How could I forget? Fourth Dominion's another favorite of mine. Okay, I'm done. I'm officially done talking.
Yeah, I was going to say Fourth Dominion on the metal front. Love them. I also, in terms of like really heavy music from Rochester, there's some really great local grindcore here. Yes. 8 and Zilch are two really good grind bands from the area that I have been listening to a lot. And then other favorites, do love Bugcatcher, great like indie slowcore stuff. Also a huge fan of Cali Cousins and like some other emo bands from the area, as well as a relatively new band that Comfort Object's going to be playing soon called The Dead Names. Really awesome pop punk band that I've been listening to. The couple of songs they got on Bandcamp a lot lately. I'm sure there's so many more local bands that I want to shout out right now, but I'm on the spot. So that's what I got. That rhymed.
There is a lot of bands that I'm on the spot. I can't really remember right now. Off the top of my head, though, I do love me some Bug Day. Bug Day, those guys know how to rock. Faith to Fear. They are a great bunch of musicians, and they are all wonderful. And Black Moss Band. They go hard.
So we got another question. This person would like to know, what is the first piece of music that you purchased with your own money?
Ooh.
That's a really tough one. I don't think I can even remember.
I remember Snakes and Arrows by Rush.
Hey.
Underrated little album, that one.
For me, I feel like the line between like where my parents bought it for me and where I started buying with my own money is really blurry, but it was probably like some pop punk CD in like the around 03-ish. I don't know. Like one that I don't think this is the very first, but this is definitely an early acquisition for me because I still have it on my CD shelf, is Lights and Sounds by Yellow Card. Not even like the one that has Ocean Avenue on it. It was like, I think they tried to go in like a darker direction with that album because like Hot Topic emo was kind of starting to come in. It's like there's a couple songs on there that kind of go hard. But yeah, this was a weird acquisition for sure. But I think I just saw the commercial on Fuse Network and was like, let me cop that.
All right.
Do you remember, Mimi? Or
I can't. And like honestly, like some of the stuff I was into in like high school is kind of embarrassing. I went through a huge Beatles phase.
That's not embarrassing.
It's a little.
It's truly.
Just kidding.
It's truly not.
Sorry, Beatles fans.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to echo Molly on that one.
Yeah. So there's that.
Shout out Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr, the Beatles we don't know bad things about.
Yeah.
I don't know about George Harrison.
Maybe like one artist that I'm not ashamed that I loved in high school and even before high school is Florence and the Machine. I'm sure I bought something of hers. And we actually covered one of her songs from Ceremonials. We covered What the Water Gave Me on our EP show, which was cool. And I didn't expect to do that. I was just listening to it one day and I heard the bass line was sticking out to me because it's so low. And I was like, ooh, this, but slow down and make it do me. And that's what we did. And it was really fun to do that. So
I personally love unexpected covers like that.
yeah, me too. So what about you, Steven? Do you remember what the first piece of music you bought? with
I
your money?
do. I think I'm twinning with Sage. It was Hemispheres by Rush.
Oh,
I think.
so good.
Yeah.
Who's Rush? Just kidding.
Don't you play with me.
Do we have any more questions?
We do not have any more questions. I do know that the last song you want to play is quite long.
It is. It's just around like 8-9 minutes.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if is there anything that anyone would like to just throw out there, just to kind of wrap things up?
Yeah. Well, I'll say it again. We released our debut EP on February 21st. It's available on streaming platforms. We are also releasing a B-side to that EP, which you just heard. That was the last song we played. It's called Down the Spine. It highlights kind of a different side of the band. I think it shows our indie rock influences. And that's coming out on March 14th, Pi Day, 314.
Ooh, that's a good day.
Nice.
Yeah, so be on the lookout for that. And yeah, our next show is April 26th at Skylark with Fox 45. We're gonna take a little break from practicing and stuff. We've been doing a lot with recording and playing shows, so yeah.
All right. Anyone else got anything they want to add?
I just want to quickly express my gratitude to the entire music scene in Rochester. This is really something special we've got here for the size of city that we live in. And yeah, it's like, especially in these trying times, that's like one of the things I'm most grateful for right now is music and the people I've met through it. So.
Yeah, I echo that. I've only been in Rochester about a year, and the way that I have like completely fallen in love with the music scene here is it's just amazing. This is such a good city for music.
Yeah, I want to second that. And also, thank you so much, WAYO, for having us. This is such a cool radio station. We're really lucky to have this.
Yes, thank you.
And yeah.
Yes, we loved having you here live on WAYO. If anyone missed any part of today's performance or would like to see it again, we will be posting the video on the WAYO YouTube channel and on the website. If you are a musical artist and would like to appear on Live at WAYO, please get in touch at info@wayofm.org. And make sure you keep it tuned. Up next is Kyle Brown with Up on the Roof. All right. So this has been Goat Farm live at WAYO, and they're going to close us out with Old Curse.
showed me